Okay. Welcome, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. From wherever you're watching me from, are you even ready? Yes. We have a few minutes to go, but this is Harmony series with Chisom, and this is episode 2. Welcome to the live stream. Today, I have a different position, as you can see, so I'm going to stand because today there's a bit of an urgency. We have a lot to talk about, and we have a lot to actually do. So if you're coming into the live stream, I want you to tell me where you're watching from. I'll see you do it. Okay. Feel free to ask any questions as usual. And I want to invite you to be a member of the Chi Money Gang, which is what we call ourselves on this channel. By subscribing, it's free. Tap the subscribe button, like this video, and make sure that you pay attention and interact while we're on it. As you can see, I'm standing, like I said. I have my note right here, and I implore you to go get your note as well, because there are a few things you want to be taking down. There are a few things you need to do step by step after this live stream that will help your money mindset, that will break the limits of your money mindset. And we're going to continue to take exercise even tomorrow. So that is why it's very important. Please go ahead and get a note and a pen. Okay, start. Okay. All right. So welcome, everyone. Welcome. Yes. Let's do this. I want to know whether you can hear me properly, you can see me properly, because I'm sort of in a network deficient area, trying different positions. Yesterday's position was not very clear, so I need to know that you can hear me and you can see me. Okay, so let me know. Hi everyone, welcome. We're talking about one thing that is holding women back in the mindset for making wealth. Yesterday was a super beginning, if you ask me. Oh my gosh. I'm holding myself not to start so soon because we have just about a minute to go. Okay, so we can start. Yes, we can start. Okay, so welcome to the live stream. This is Harmony series with Chisom, and this is episode 2, and this is me happy clapping for you as you come. Yeah. Yesterday was a super great beginning, if I say so myself. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who was there yesterday. Karen was here, Temitope was here, Oluwakemi was here, and a lot of other people. Please go ahead and like this video. Subscribe is free. Join the Chi Money Gang, because tonight we're going to tear down all those things that has been keeping you away from actually making wealth the way you have always wanted it. And all those things that make you feel overwhelmed or detached from wealth because you feel helpless around it. We're going to be dealing with them using the things that have worked for me and have worked for the prominent people that you also know. Okay, those are things that we're going to talk about. Nourish, welcome to the live stream. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Okay, so how you think about money befuels your reality of money. The way you think about money, the way you think money is gotten, the way you think money comes, the way you imagine yourself with money actually translates to how you actually get money or not. We're going to be dealing with how to make sure that what we think about money is positive so that we can attract money. If that's something that's interesting for you, please like this video and subscribe as we start off. Okay, please subscribe to this channel, and like as usual, in the comment section we have the super thanks, we have the currency symbol. Tap it to support this channel anyhow you want. And you want to be a member of this channel, I implore you to also follow and go to the description box. After now, you're going to see the link to become a VIP member of this channel. Okay, so this is episode 2 of Harmony series, and welcome to come as you have come. Now, like I said, I have my notes right here. Have you gotten your note yet? Are you with it here? I have mine, so go get your notes. See, you will need to write. Trust me, you will need to write. There's an urgency with which I'm asking you to get something to write down, because I know that you will need it. Because there are certain exercises you need to do even after we are done, okay? Now, how you think about money is how money comes to you or behaves around you. Now, just like in the Bible, okay, it is God that is the source of money. It is God, because he says it's me that gives you the power to make wealth. So let's start from there. If God gives the power to make wealth, and the Bible also says, as a man thinks in his heart, as a woman thinks in his heart, so is he. So what you think about money is how money will behave around you. There's no two ways around that. And we're going to see how we're going to deal with all the things that have made us think small about ourselves in relation to money, that have kept us in perpetual lack, eating from mouth to mouth, eating paycheck to paycheck, believing that, oh, the rich are up there and we are down here. Okay, it can be you, and I'm going to help you find the wealthy you. Okay, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to take you on an adventure also of how you are going to break this mindset. I wish I can tell you it is automatic, but it's not. I'll be lying to you if I say, oh, after this webinar, your mindset is going to change. It's not true. It's something you have to do, for a while, and you're going to see the result. Okay, so we're going to also get there. So your mindset is the number one thing you need to deal with on this 30 days journey. Today is day 2. If we don't deal with mindset, no matter what we talk about in the rest of the days, it's going to just enter this ear and come out from this ear, and nothing is going to happen. If we talk about investment, as long as you cannot see, as long as you have some of these excuses I'm going to share with you, you will never be able to invest. You will never be able to grow wealth as a woman. I mean, being a woman alone has its own ability to make you think that, oh, wealth is not really for you. And if your mindset about money is progressive, is more like I'm open to learn, it is going to affect how you make money decisions, how you're able to invest, and how you're able to create wealth. Women who believe that, I'm not very good with money, I'm bad with managing money, they end up not being able to manage money, because they will even avoid every opportunity to manage money. Any money that wants to come into their hand or to keep it, they will say, oh no, I'm not good with money. So they avoid it entirely, and that becomes their Waterloo, because you can't be a success at something that you're avoiding to do, right? So that's a no-brainer. So but women who are very progressive in their mind, who say, oh, like somebody on the live stream yesterday said, I love to manage my own money. That kind of woman can make wealth. It's easy for her to make wealth. And the other person on the other side will be wondering, oh, I also want the same thing, but I don't know why I'm not getting. Forgetting that she's telling herself every day how she is bad with handling money. So you see, it's a mindset thing, and you have to change it. Certain limiting beliefs make it very hard for women and anybody to make wealth. Things like, and sometimes growing up, I heard these things, like you heard these things and you grew up with them, then you seem to believe them and they are ruling your life. Things like, oh, I need to work very hard. I need to work harder. If I'm going to make any money, I'm going to work harder. I hope you know there are people who are not working even half as much as you're working, and they are way richer than you are. So it's a lie. It's a limiting belief that you have to work so hard before you can earn so hard. That's a limiting belief, right? And there are other ones. Oh, money don't grow on trees. Oh, no, you can't do that. You talk as if money grow on trees. People say that all the time. But it's a limiting belief, because yes, money can actually grow for you in your own tree, depending on the tree you're talking about. Money can be easy to make. Other limiting belief that people have is that money is hard to get. I mean, I'm guilty of this as well. I used to even pinch myself sometimes when I hear myself trying to say it to my children or something, and I have to recalibrate. Money is hard to get. That's a limiting mindset right there speaking. If you think money is hard to get, how do you want money to come to you? Because how hard is it? And how hard do you need to work to crack the code of making it? They are limiting beliefs. All these things that we say so most of the times is part of the source of our lack. Now, you live in a country, every country has a presidency, a government, and you feel, oh, this government is going to make things very tough for me, or very tough for businesses, or very tough for people. You're already limiting your wealth and your prosperity to a system. Remember, the source is God, is not the person, it's not the institution, it's not the country. Yes, human beings are what God used to bless us, but see, in the most unexplainable ways, I have seen God do things beyond the instrument I think are my help. Having to experience that, right? Things like, oh, investment is risky. Somebody even said it on the stream yesterday. Oh, to invest is very risky because you don't know whether you're going to lose your money. That's a limiting way to look at money, right? It's a limiting way to look at money. I don't have enough money to start building wealth. You can start making money at any level. All those are limiting beliefs. The belief that, oh, I don't have enough. When I get rich, by and by, I'll begin to invest. You get, oh, I don't know anything about money. And you're not making any attempt to learn. That's a limiting way of looking at money. You can't have any of these limiting beliefs, and even more, there are thousands and thousands of them that we talk about every day and we think is usual. It's not normal. That's the reason why you're poor. That's why you're broke. That's why you're going through cycles and cycles of lack. Now, I'm not talking at you. I'm not teaching you anything. And we are discussing, which is why I said, drop your questions in the comments and let me know, how what you're getting with this. Money and lack and debt and all of that are the reasons why I had to ever go to therapy in my life. I never went to therapy for any depression, for any loss, any grief. It was money. The fear that, oh, will I ever be a millionaire? And let me shock you, I made my first million in Naira after I went through therapy in 2017. And I went ahead to now get the certification in therapy, fear therapy for that matter, because that was where I had the most burden. I had the most issues. So I'm not telling you something I haven't done myself. And there is an exercise you're going to do at the end. You need to pay attention, to follow through, and to continue doing them even after now. And you're going to see your life transform. And I'm going to give you examples of people who you also know, who use this method and how they have become, of course, you know them, you and I know them because they have become superstars. So I'm not giving you one behind the scene kind of thing. I'm going to use, scientifically proven or psychologically proven methods I'm going to teach you at the end, okay? But first of all, we need to deal with the things we say so that it doesn't, if it has already affected the way we perceive money and the way we make money, that we need to get out of that club really fast. Yeah? So what have you believed about money? Any of these things I said, oh, I need to work harder to make money. Money does not grow on trees. Oh, investment is risky. I just need to work harder and harder to make money. Another one, people always say, oh, rich people, they are very dubious. They are very greedy. How? People don't believe that rich people are very inhuman. They are very hard-hearted. They are very greedy. They want to take and take and take it. They never get enough. They don't like to help the poor. In fact, the rich give only to themselves. The rich are greedy. We say these things. You need to unlearn them. And it's not by, oh, okay, I'm not going to say it anymore. It has to come from your subconscious. That thing has removed you from the group of people who can handle wealth, because you already see yourself as detached from the things that are supposed to help you make wealth. Now, let's talk about how to shift your mindset, how you should act as a wealthy you. The you that is listening to me now is not going to be the you that will handle millions of dollars. So how you become the next level of you is what I'm going to teach you right now, okay? Now, those are in the mindset level. You have to stop thinking about, oh, I don't have, and start thinking about, okay, in the world of abundance, I need this. You need to shift from scarcity thinking to an abundance thinking. How? Look at everything that God made. Everything that God made. Human beings, we are billions. Look at the sand at the sea, the sand under your feet are I don't even know the number. It's uncountable. Look at water, river, ocean, seas that God made. Can you quantify them? Can you quantify it? It's an abundance. Look at the breath. Let's do a deep breath. Breathe in. Come with me. Out. Breathe in. Out. You have been breathing from when you were a fetus in your mother's womb till now. You didn't pay for it. God is a God of abundance. Hi, T-Man. Welcome to the live stream. God is a God of abundance. But we have grown with this scarcity mindset. Oh, I don't have. Oh, there are no jobs. This and that. T-Man, I'm relaxing. I'm relaxed. This is my comfort zone. This is my mission. Right? So, we should relax. I'll be relaxing all day. This is also my relaxation. This is what I love to do. Okay. Now, if God is a God of abundance, you need to shift from the scarcity mindset of, oh, there are barely jobs that can pay someone well. There are barely good employers. There are barely support capital to do my business successfully. There are barely people to employ to, shift from abundance. You have to shift from, oh, I don't have enough, to say, oh, I tap into the abundance that there is. There's too much money to go round. There is, because God made everything in abundance. And even as we have gone ahead to create, because he made us in his own image, after he has created for 6 days and rested, we have gone ahead to keep creating. See, where did AI come from? Where did all the buildings and they came from? Infinite intelligence, from the abundance that can never run dry. Do you understand? You need to shift your mindset quickly, because staying broke is not serving you, is not serving your neighbors, is not serving your family, is not serving the world. A wealthier you will serve the world, will bring solution, will employ people, will empower other people, will empower other people to be wealthy. The broke you, the you that is just content maybe with little and having less options, and telling yourself every day that, oh, well, that's my fate. Not everybody is destined to be wealthy. That you can do so much more with options when you're wealthy. And it's still this you with a change of mindset shift, with a shift in mindset that can become that person. Yeah? So you have to learn to shift from scarcity thinking. Never believe, stop thinking that there's not enough money for anything. Instead, say money is everywhere and is a tool I can multiply. Money is a tool I can multiply. Right? Instead of saying, oh, I have to work so hard to make money, think I can earn smarter. I can invest and I can create multiple wealth. I have the power to create multiple wealth. If money is by hard work only, I hope you know there are people who should be leading the world, because they put in their brain power, their muscle power every day. And trust me, they are not the people earning the most. They are not the people earning the most. All right? Now let's do an exercise. Say to yourself, I am capable of creating wealth. Again, I am capable of creating wealth. Say it like you mean it, because you mean it. I am capable of creating wealth. Say it one more time. I am capable of creating wealth. Then the next one. Money is a tool that serves me and works for me. Money is a tool that serves me and works for me. Yes. Congratulations on saying that. Now, remember what I said. As you think in your heart, so you are. Remember, it is God that gives the power to make wealth. Keep those scriptures at the back of your mind. I'm going to put those scriptures in the description in case you're wondering where it is. Now, let's go ahead with step-by-step way how you can reprogram your mind. I know it might be sounding like, what does she mean, reprogramming? How do you shift your mindset? How do you move from scarcity to all that? See, I told you my own story. I never made ₦1 million in my currency till I had gone through therapy to unlearn money trauma that came from childhood upbringing and all of that. And I'm helping you to achieve the same today. Okay? As women, as men, even anyone, even though that this show is crafted for women, but it's open to everyone. Yeah? Now, I think that the first thing you're supposed to do in shifting your mindset is, first of all, identify what are the limiting beliefs I have about money. Okay, team man, go dance, enjoy yourself. Okay, happy clubbing. Identify the limiting beliefs that you already have. They're already there. The things you naturally believe. It might be some of the things I've said or things that are likely around the things I've said. Okay, write them down. You have to write them down. Because if you don't pay attention to identifying them, you might just be thinking, you might not be able to know what to deal with, because we're going to deal with them. So we need to know them like avatars, like they are things, because they are real things. They are the real things sitting in your subconscious, making sure that you don't grow wealthy. So we need to identify them. You need to sit down right now. That's why I say you should bring your notes and your pen. Write down the money mindset you have. Do you have the mindset that, oh, money does not grow on trees? That means money is very hard to make. Write it down. Do you have the mindset that I need to work extra hard? I need to work extra hard before I can earn, a lot. Write it down. Whatever money mindset you have, or you have a mindset that anything I need to depend on someone, I need to borrow to make it happen. And that has put you in a lot of debt. Write it down. So write down your money mindset right now. That's step 1. Step 2, we are still going to come to a whole program where we're going to deal with this, but we'll take it step by step. Number 2, now, kind of change the way you think about these things into abundance by countering them. So if you have been thinking, oh, I need to work so hard before I can earn money, change it. Change it to I work smart. My efforts yield multiple increase, multiple income. All my efforts are meaningful. They yield money in abundance. You get what I mean? So you need to identify the money mindset and then replace it. You have to program it in your imagination, in your thoughts, and say it to yourself when you're reframing them. If you always feel like, oh, I can't save enough money, I earn so little, and that has been something that you have always believed. Change it right now to I am in control of my money, and I decide to save. I decide to invest. You get what I mean? So this is number 2. Reframe the negative thoughts you have with abundance mindset. Remove the scarcity mindset, consciously, and replace them with the abundance mindset. Are you ready? Are you done with that? Now let's go to step 3. The third step is now write down the people who you need to surround yourself with, either because they are forward thinking about money and in the past you have looked at them and felt, well, I'm not in their clique, maybe they are greedy, they'll have so much money and they're still going after so much money. What are they doing with all of this money? In fact, you have always resented them. Now write them down, because those are people you're going to have to surround yourself with. Yes, surround yourself around people who are financially intelligent. Decide to go buy books that are on financial education. Look out for coaches. Like right here on YouTube, I don't play with someone like Myron Golden. I don't play with that man. And there's so many other, wealth influencers. I follow them. I listen to everything that they said. Even just before I came to this live stream, I was listening to a Nigerian coach, Emily Wale Koya. I follow people whose mindset are forward, who think money is a tool, who are not looking at money as something overwhelming, something they can't reach, something that you keep struggling all your life to reach and you can never get there. I don't follow people like that. I don't follow people who say, oh, that's so much money. Are you greedy? Why are you thinking of something? What's that amount? No, you don't need them in your life. So in this step 3, you're going to write down the names of people that you need to surround yourself with right now, whether they are resources, online courses, books, and actual people. That's the third step. Please drop a comment so I can give you a shout out and I can see you, okay? Surround yourself with people who are wealth minded. Remember, with wealth, you can have options. You can help more people. Have a reason, and I dare say have a reason why you want to make wealth. That's step 4. Sit down and visualize, why do you want to make wealth? Why is it important to you? Folakemi, oh, all right, great, welcome. Why do you want to make wealth, right? So sit down and in this step 4, after you have thought of the people that you need to follow. See, these kind of people who think scarcity, even if they are family members. Trust me, I did it and I'm still doing it. I said lack of money, it is more, being perpetually in lack was what first sent me to therapy ever in Nigeria. Then when I finished and I saw the result, I had to go back to study neuro-linguistic listen, and then I did a coaching program and the therapy course on fear mastery. And I have a certification. It was because I was tired of being tired and being broke. With all the intelligence, with all that I know how to do, I never made ₦1 million till I went for therapy to go out and learn the money trauma that I have grown up with. And I know what I'm telling you exactly. So this 4th step, write down why you want to make wealth. On top of my list is that I want to make other people wealthy. I want to be able to build homes where I can give, less privileged families. I want to be able to buy cars for people who never thought in their life that car is something they can drive. I want to be able to empower people in their mindset, and they shift their mindset from poverty and become the star of their family and raise them out of the dungeon. That's step number 4. Now, number 5, take action. No matter how small it is, take action. After you've done this, take action. That's why I said, if you don't bring your notes and your writing material, you may not be able to write down to follow up. You mean you're just watching me, and I'm not Nollywood, I'm not Hollywood, I'm not performing, I'm not entertaining. I'm giving you a lifeline. Come with me. I'm giving you a lifeline. Yeah? And everything that I'm telling you is from a place of experience. And as women, we must come to that place where we tell ourselves the truth. And that's why I give this thing step by step. If you've gotten these 5 steps, let me know. Please drop in the comment. If you've written these 5 steps and you understood them, let me know. Please let me know in the comment section. Of course, the fifth step is start taking action, okay? Which is now consciously start saving. So instead of saying, I don't have enough, save. No matter how little, save. Right? Begin to go and learn how to invest. Ask your banker, the wealth manager in your bank, what are the investment packages I can be part of for my income. Let them advise you. So start learning how to invest. That's a step in the right direction. Go and buy a book from a financial mentor. Yeah? Now, let's also do this exercise. What is that one money belief that you're now ready to drop? You are ready to get off it. You know that this thing does not belong to me. I am made to be more. I am made wealthy. God has already blessed me. There's nothing God is going to do for us extra. God already did all that at the cross, and it was finished. It is at the point of believing it and reaching for what is ours. Like this popular illustration, if you are born into wealth and you have a lot of money stacked in the bank, until you get the banking, like the withdrawal slip and get an ID card and all those things, until you constantly go get them, you may never be able to withdraw the money, even though it's yours. It's the same way. So part of that activity is what we are doing tonight. And it's part of what you've been doing all your life by praying and all that. God has already done them. Stop looking at where you came from, your family, what people are saying, the usual thing you're seeing, and believe in and tap into this God of abundance who say, I am the one that gives power to make wealth. So take action. It's not enough to make money. The next step is being able to save money enough to be able to invest it, that is, and multiply it. It's at the point of multiplication that you can say you are creating wealth. So if you're still at the first level of just trying to make money to survive, millions of people are there. And especially if you're a woman, you need to step out from that place really fast. That's why I say this 5th step is take action. Nobody responded to me yet. Now, I want to take you through 5 different programs you can take and you can apply every day from today that will give you the result that you need. This is therapy class right now. I may be able to do 2. Tomorrow we are going to do the next 3. I think it's better because of our time. I'm going to take you through 2 of the programs that will help you reprogram your mind from scarcity and lack to a wealthy you. Give you a new version of yourself in your hands. And I'm going to give people who have used this method and who they are, so you can know where they have been. If where they have been is something you love, then you know you have to do this. Remember, this is not magic. It's not going to happen just because I'm saying it. You have to do the work over a period of days and weeks, and you're going to see the results. Are you ready? Is anybody ready? Just one person that is ready to go? I'm going to share you 2 different programs you can use. And I have 5 of them. 3 of them we'll do tomorrow. The next 2, the first 2 are the things I'm going to show you. Are you ready? If one person is ready, then we are going. Okay, great. Kemi is ready. Now, Kemi, let's go. The first program, which is a therapy that you can use to unlearn all the limitations of money that you have growing up, that you have sucked in from everybody around you. You have sucked in from being born African, that you have imbibed, that you think is normal because you were born Nigerian, or you were all of those things, trauma that you don't know you have about money. Why have you asked yourself sometimes, if you're telling yourself the truth, everybody? When somebody calls you for a job, sometimes if you're an entrepreneur, and they want to buy your biggest package, like your biggest offer, and they say, "Oh, send me a proposal, let me pay," and then you have you discovered that sometimes that's the one you would delay to respond to. Something in you is holding you back. It feels like, is this person sure? It might be scam. But if it's the one that's only say, "Oh, please come and join me," I don't have money, or just help me, you will rush and do it. The one that will make you more broke is the ones you do. Check your activities every day. It's the ones that you do. The activities that won't bring you satisfaction. Sometimes that won't bring you extra money. That will leave you going back to your house and drinking water and yawning and say, God, where will my help come from? And you have exerted energy. Those are the ones you respond to. That's why people say things like, "Oh, my pastor's wife said I should do this," and then they take their professional service and give their pastor's wife for free. But if you have, and maybe there's a client saying in your DM saying, "Please send me your price list. I want to buy this and this that you sell." You'll be delaying to send it. We are going to free ourselves from that. Now, program number 1. Now, these exercises are science-based. Okay, they are CBT inclined, which means that they are cognitive psychology, and they have to do with the reprogramming your brain in your neuroplasticity, and also it has to do with behavioral finance principles. So it is something that has already been researched, backed up, and has succeeded. So it's not just one activity that somebody just came up with while he wake up one day. No. These are things that have helped people, and that's why I told you that I'll tell you people that it has also helped. So number 1 is the one I called rewiring your subconscious. Remember that we all live from our subconscious. It's the subconscious that wakes you up. If you have a very important appointment by 6 a.m. tomorrow, your subconscious is the you that wakes you up by 4 a.m. That normally, maybe you're not even a morning person, but that night you notice that you wake up by 4 a.m. and you're already, it keeps you alert. It is the real you. The real you. Now, this has to do with rewiring your subconscious. How do you do it? It's through affirmations and visualizations, and this one is quite popular, but I'm going to give you a trick to it. Now, how do you do it? Now, so you're going to write this down. Now, you are going to write down affirmations from the things that you have struggled with when it comes to money. Do you understand? So if you have always believed, "Well, I'm going to work harder, I have to do this, make money doesn't grow on trees, the rich are very pompous and greedy," you have to write the affirmation that say, "Money comes to me easily." You're going to write it down and yourself. Money comes to me easily. Wealth is attracted to me. Yeah, I'm a money magnet. Whatever I sell, and you're going to write them and repeat them to yourself over the coming days. You're going to do this exercise over again, and you have to do it until you begin to believe it. Your subconscious gets it, because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between negative emotion and positive emotion. It's anyone you feed it with, which is why our brain is plastic in behavior. It's called neuroplasticity. So if you feed it enough positivity, it will align. Right? So write those affirmations, and don't just write them. Visualize yourself where you're doing the things you normally not do. There's some people that have never been to a 5-star hotel, where they serve you, even soft drinks in a chilled glass, and maybe the fee is 5,000 naira. They say, "What? That I use to cook soup? That what I use to drink a cup of..." No. So now imagine yourself in those kind of places where they give you sticks. By sticks I mean meat, served sticks, and then you're eating with your friends, and at the end of the day, you're the one that picked the bill, and the bill came to about 230 something thousand, and you paid it effortlessly. So when you're doing this affirmation, also do visualization. Use your imagination and imagine yourself doing the things you normally would not do. That is the wealthier you. It works. It does. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. It works with the principles of faith if you're a Christian. And it's not about, it is well, I'm not, some people castigate something because they don't understand how it works. Nothing in this life is monitored, is influenced by the physical. The things in the physical are subject to the things that have already happened in the spiritual. So it's in that subconscious realm that you have to reprogram these things. Okay? Use the imageries of wealth. See yourself in a very palatial apartment, living your best life. Imagine, close your eyes if you have to, and imagine this thing. Oprah Winfrey used this. She grew up in abject poverty with her grandma, and she was always being rejected as a black girl growing up. She said she gives her success. She acknowledges this method as something that helped her. She said she would always, in the midst of life, close her eyes tightly and say, I know I'm destined for greatness. I know I'm a success. For every time she was refused, she would close her eyes and come back and say, no, I am destined for. She was not looking at the fact that she was in a ghetto. Oh, her grandma, she didn't have her parents all together growing up. She wasn't. She said, I know I was destined for greatness. Oh my God. Oprah Winfrey is an example of somebody who uses affirmation and visualization to rewire her subconscious. Today, if you like the success she has maximized, then you know that this works. And there are millions of other people you know who have used this. Yeah? So, how do you practice it? I've already told you. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror. Maybe I think that should be better. Stand in front of the mirror the way I'm standing. I told you that there's a reason why I'm standing. I'm in my room. There's a reason why I'm standing. Stand in front of your mirror and cast away those limitations by affirming. And please, when you are affirming, don't use any negative word. Don't use any not. Like, instead of saying, I am not poor, you are still using not and using poor. You don't need, those are negative words. Say, I am rich, I am wealthy, everything positive. You see what I mean? You know what I mean? The same way that if you want to tell a child, if you want your child to obey you all the time, you try this method. If you want them to go out, maybe your child is going out and you want the child to close the door. Don't say, don't leave the door open. The only thing the child is going to hear is open. And you're wondering, but I said don't leave the door open. And the door is still open. And the child looking at you and playing. And you're wondering, is it that your ear is not working? Because you haven't used the right word, the right syllables. See, close the door. They hear close the door. They could close it. But if you say don't leave the door open, it's the same way. So don't use I am not poor. I am not afraid. I am not no, those are not affirmations. I am wealthy. Money works in my hands. My hand gives to people and empowers them for wealth. Don't say anything like I'm not afraid. I am no longer poor. Those are not affirmations. I hope you get it. Now, say it is easy for me to make money. I make money easily. Close your eyes and do this. And remember the Oprah example I gave you. Close your eyes and use the power of your imaginations. Everything we have created after God created us and rested is through our imagination. We see them. It's possible to do this. We come out in the physical and we actually create them. Right? Now, this is the first program to rewire your subconscious using affirmations and visualization. Let's go to the second one. Remember I said there are 5 of them, but we're going to do 3 others tomorrow. If you have comments, this is the time, or rather question, this is the time to start dropping the questions so that I answer them before we wrap up. This is 45 minutes and we just have 7 minutes to go, so I'm very conscious of time. Now, this one is one of my favorites because this one was the one I did. I had to do this one. Even before I knew that there was a concept to it, I had to do it. And even from tomorrow, I'm going to tell you the one that I actually did. I've done all of these 5, but I mean that this was one that was my core, that I did in therapy, that helped me, right? So this one is called the Money Trauma Healing Method. Money Trauma Healing Method. And it has to do with you journaling. It comes back to writing. Journaling and deep emotional release. Now, see what you do. Identify all those limiting beliefs, the financial traumas you have had. More like, look at the things that how money has embarrassed you in the past. how money has dealt with you, how people have embarrassed you because of money, or how you are not able to pay up your fees and you were disgraced, or how your parents had to borrow money and then your whole family was put to shame. Recount those things and write them down. Things that have happened to you in the past that has to do with money that were embarrassing, that brought you emotional pain, right? Because trauma-informed cognitive behavior therapy has to do with, or says that when you don't process your money trauma, it can cause you avoidance behavior around money. So if you see, like I said, I realized this one for myself. You see that something is going to give you money, something tells you that it might be scam. It's not made for you. This thing might not pull through. I'm not sure this client has the money. Trauma. So if you don't deal with those processes, it's going to keep making you, whenever your God is about to give you big money, you'll be absent. You'll be avoiding money. But yet you say you want it. You're going out every day, working, doing it, saying I need money, praying for it. But when it shows up, you'll be absent. When it shows up, you avoid it. You say, no, I really don't know how to manage money. And then you excuse yourself and go, and you lose the opportunity. It happened to me. I don't know about you. Now, one person who used this method was Sarah Blakely. I keep calling her Blakely. Sarah Blakely is the lady that owns Spanx. You see that thing that Kim Kardashian and all of them wear, that holds your body together. Is like a stockings and corsets and all of that. Now, Sarah Blakely used this method to become one of the richest one of the youngest young women in the world at the time. I hope you know. Go and Google her, Sarah Blakely of Spanx, Spanx. Yeah, she was raised in a family that there was so much financial struggle, and she said she had to overcome her fear of failure and scarcity by thinking about things and then reframing her setbacks and telling herself that these things that happened to me before, these things I grew up seeing were just for me to learn. So she changed the frame. Instead of that thing limiting her, she said, no, it's not for me. I've already learned the lesson from this. So it's a dissociation of yourself from the trauma that you would have imbibed. I don't know if this makes sense to you. So she said, she sat down and she said, no, I didn't come from wealth, but that doesn't mean I need to continue with that. So every time her mind tells her, oh no, you won't be able to get it, she said, no, I've learned enough lesson from being broke, from being raised by parents who weren't wealthy, who were not financially literate, that I know not to go back there. So she mindset by always reframing it with success and telling herself, no, I must change the way I see things. I've learned my lesson. I can't keep repeating the mistakes of my parents. See, these things are powerful, guys. Very powerful. Now, Spanx is a global brand that has made billions of dollars. How do you practice this? First of all, you write down the negative money experiences, like I said in the past. Write them down. Remember them. That time you were owing someone and then you didn't pay them up and they had arrested you. That time your father owed so much that the whole compound or the whole street used to wink when you pass and laugh. For instance, that time that you couldn't pay your school fees and you were sent out of school, you stayed out late, whatever. Just recount them. Many days you have gone without food in your family, and you and your siblings will be praying, and then your parents will go and borrow small food and eat, and you'll be able to eat 001. Whatever it is, write those things that came from the past, all those childhood struggles, debt, financial shame. Write them down. Then take note of these questions. After writing them down, then ask yourself these questions. What emotions do I feel when I think about money? I would say at this stage, please breathe in, out. Breathe in anywhere you are. Feel your tummy coming out as you're breathing in. Breathe in, out. Then answer these questions. What emotion do you feel whenever you think about money? Do you feel helpless? Do you feel hopeless? Do you feel something that is unreachable? Making wealth and living my kind of life that I really admire, is it unreachable? Do you feel fear? Do you feel anxiety? Like it's almost as if your hands are shaking. whatever. Do you feel joy? Do you feel happiness? Do you feel excited? Whatever it is, the emotion is, write it down. What is the emotion? You have to breathe in and out and be present to think about it properly and write exactly how you're feeling whenever you think about money. And when I think about money, think about the kind of money you want. That's what I mean. When you think of having so much money that you don't have a care in the world that money, when it comes to money, when you think like that, what emotion overpowers you? Write it down. The next question is, what belief about money did I inherit from my parents? What belief about money, whether positive or negative, did I inherit from my parents? That is the second question to ask yourself in this program. Write them down. For me, I grew up, right now, everybody knows when I got my husband was shocked. I said, I don't borrow. I don't do, because one of my parents was always used to borrowing. That it became embarrassing for us, the children. I don't know about my sibling, but for me. And I swore as a teenager that I was never going to live a life of borrowing. I'm not going to give people that kind of power. So it could be anything for you. And I'm using myself as an example, and I'm being vulnerable so they can get the result. What money belief did you inherit from your parents? Number 3, how has this belief you inherited from your parents held you back? How has it held you back? How has it held you back? Were there opportunities you missed? Were there careers you didn't choose because, certain kind of fear, you feel you will not qualify? Think about it properly. That's why I say you need to write them down. You need to sit down with yourself and take this exercise seriously. Any questions, I will take them, okay? Now, the fourth question you need to ask yourself at this stage is, what new belief about money do I choose to believe instead? Which new belief about money do I choose instead? Write it down. See, don't just think about them and leave them in your brain. Write them down. I choose to believe that it's easy to make money. I choose to believe that everything I plan to sell or market will be sold out. I believe, do you understand? Write them down. After this journaling, now practice emotional release by taking a deep breath. That same thing I helped you to do. Take a deep breath. And then exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Do it about 5 times. Take a deep breath. Out. Do it again and again. Remember, these exercises I've given you, you have to keep doing them from now. Pray with them, wake up with them, stand in your mirror, do them. See, do this exercise at the point you're asking yourself those questions and have noted them down, and you will feel and you're feeling the emotion, how money makes you feel. So that when you're deep breathing and out, you'll be releasing the emotion. See, it sounds, if you don't practice it, it will sound like how. Do it first. Do it first. Okay? So at this point, if you're watching at this point, please let me know if you gained something tonight and ask me any questions. And please remember that you can always support this channel by tapping the super icon in the comment section, the currency icon. You can give any amount to support this channel. And also remember that we are always here 9 p.m. Lagos time, same time every day for the next 28 days. This is a 30 days program. And at the end of it, you are emerging a wealthy you. A wealthy you. These sessions today, first day, second day, third day, we are watering the ground, because it has to be a different you, a mindset that can begin to take action for wealth. Okay? Did you gain something? Have you subscribed yet? Have you? Have you subscribed? We have already overshot our time by over 5 minutes. So I haven't sent any question, and I take it that you get it. Okay? It has been my absolute pleasure, speaking with you tonight, speaking to you about something that is very important to me, something that has worked for me over the years, and something that I'm still on the journey, but I've overcome because I had to undo them. I need to take charge of my life and undo them at some point in my life, and I don't take it for granted at all, and I'm choosing to share it with you. Thank you, Kemi. I'm happy that it was eye-opening for you. Please practice them, practice them, practice them. Read the Bible if you're a Christian from the point of view of the fact that God is the source. And limiting beliefs help you disbelieve God. And do these exercises in line with the scriptures. And you will see your transformation. It will scare you. I'm telling you, I go lie for you. What will I do? My Nigerian people, you understand? I go lie for you. I'm not gonna lie for you. If it didn't work for me, I won't be telling you. Okay? So I will see you guys again. Since there is no question, think about this, practice this. I need to hear feedback tomorrow. Where if you've done this, sit down and watch yourself in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, and practice any of these two programs, starting from what we started from beginning. Tomorrow, we're going to do 3 more powerful exercises. I've given you this example, the one Oprah Winfrey rose with, the one that Sarah Blakely rose with. I'm going to give you the one that Beyonce walked. Oh my gosh. Wait until tomorrow. And I'll see you. Okay? Absolutely amazing time tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you had a wonderful rest of the day or rest of the evening, and rest well. See you. Bye.